What is up? Sheesh. Welcome back to the channel. What is up? Hope everyone's having a good day. I think I decided on a name for this segment. It's gonna be called the Roundup, because rounded up all of the interesting news, all the news I think is interesting, kind of pertains to this channel. You get the news, you get the regular news. You know LaMelo's about to have a signature shoe. You get normal stuff, but I'm rounding up all the other interesting basketball news and facts that's happened since the last time I posted one. So hopefully this will get on a little bit more of a regular schedule. Classes, school's over, and so I'm in the summer now, so hopefully it'll actually be like once a week or 2 times a month, whatever. So I'm not getting too much old news, but I think I did a good job this week not getting too much old stuff anyway. So, but that's enough of me talking and rambling. Let's get into it. First story we have, I'm going to talk about the Suns mascot. The Suns gorilla. It's a gorilla. So it's Phoenix Suns and their mascot is a gorilla. Yeah. But their mascot, his name is Go. He got a endorsement sneaker apparel deal with a like sneaker boutique in Phoenix. So he's like the first professional mascot to ever get a shoe deal. And my first thought was, okay, is it the guy in the costume that gets the sneakers and shoes, or is it just the mascot? Like, does the guy get shoes just for the mascot costume, or they're like custom making like gorilla shoes, or is it like a little bit of both? Like, oh, you're the mascot, cool, we'll hook you up with some Jordans or whatever they sell. It's like I looked it up. It's like another one of those like sneaker boutique sneaker stuff resellers. So they have like everything, every brand. They also have like their own apparel too, I seen. And like during the press conference that they had, he like was wearing some of that and said the outfit he wore to the press conference was like over $1,000. So that's wild. That's like kind of groundbreaking, never seen before. I don't know if this will be a trend. I don't think so, because just like nobody really pays attention to mascots like that when they go to games, or like, oh my god, that mascot's got on like the new Jordans or whatever. It's like no one really cares. When the mascot's out, you're going to go to the concession stand, do stuff. So I don't know, but that is pretty cool that the Suns were able to like get a deal for their mascot. Like, that's kind of dope. Like, that's a selling point. If I was an agent, I'd be like, listen dog, I know you don't think you can get a shoe deal, but the mascot down here got one, so you definitely can get an endorsement deal. But I think that is so interesting. Like, just what's the purpose? Our second kind of topic, so I mentioned the Mamacita clothing line last time in the last like kind of sneaker news, Roundup video. It wasn't called Roundup then, but it was sneaker news. So if you missed that, go check that out, because I explained it in detail and like used quotes and stuff and trademarks, so it'll make a lot more sense if you're not sure what I'm talking about. But the Mamacita clothing line, kind of by Vanessa Bryant and the Kobe's estate, recently like launched. I don't think they like launched to the public. I think they were open for like NBA players and other professional athletes to get their it was a sweatsuit they put out, and I'm sure you've seen all the NBA players and WNBA players and other athletes wearing it. So that's pretty cool, and it's good to see like everyone was wearing it. I was a little worried at first. I like Kobe. I know a lot of the NBA players especially like have a special connection with Kobe, but sometimes with like newer brands and stuff, like they don't take off or they don't like stick or hit well. So I'm glad this one actually was able to like get a lot of traction. Definitely keep an eye out on that. If you're not following like Vanessa and stuff, definitely check that out, because I feel like she's got a whole lot more coming, just more than t-shirts and stuff. So talking about footwear, so we'll see. Next topic, we got the GOAT himself, J. Cole. So when I was writing this video, he hadn't played yet, but filming this video he had played, so mess up on my part. But so he'll be playing in the Basketball Africa League, which I will explain that whole setup in a minute. It's actually fairly interesting, like especially in terms of like NBA connections, stuff like that. But J. Cole, 36 years old, made his professional basketball debut down in Rwanda. Got himself 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Not too bad. Not too bad. He played, I think, 17, 18 minutes. So pretty decent numbers, especially for first time playing professional basketball. I did watch part of the game. I missed his first like putback layup, but I've seen the highlights. But I didn't see it live or when they were playing. I watched kind of the second half. It was a different style of basketball, the NBA for sure. It was more like FIBA stuff, which makes sense because of connections. But it was. I think it's a good start for him. He airballed some shots. He airballed a layup. He was like dribbling the ball out of bounds and stuff. I just think nerves, first game, everything's faster. It's different. I know he like played with NBA players at like Chris Brickley's like kind of academy and worked out with him. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be definitely a like solid role player, 6-man type thing. I would love for him to come off the bench and average 25 a game. That just like adds to the hype. Love J. Cole, but kind of realistic here. 3 points, 3 rebounds in your first game. Hopefully he can come up on that. He's only going to play about 5 or 6 games. They already came out and said, which is half of this like season or tournament. So this league has a different setup than like normal like traditional leagues that we've seen in like the G League and stuff. So this has its own kind of schedule. So I'll get into breaking down the new BAL now. Excited for J. Cole. Kind of cool that he's able to wear like his like Puma signature shoe on the basketball court, and he created it when he was just a rapper. So now he's able to play in the shoe he created. He probably was like knowing he was going to do that, but it's cool to see that kind of like actually come full circle and into like fruition. So with the BAL, the Basketball Africa League, it is a partnership between the International Basketball Federation, so FIBA, and the NBA. So this is like others, like NBA G League and then BAL over here. It's not like in between the NBA or G League. Like this is kind of its own league that is kind of sponsored by the NBA and FIBA. So that's how this kind of came to start. It was supposed to start last year, but then COVID, everything, travel. It's international players and kind of teams from all across the continent of Africa, and the teams had to win like different tournaments and stuff. The team J. Cole's on is apparently like the best team in Africa. They've won like, or it is 12 teams across Africa, and it's like the NBA's first collaboration, and this is a part of like the Basketball Without Borders initiative. So to find more hoopers overseas, provide opportunities for players and stuff, because they only got 12 slots on the Pistons. So if you could add 12 more for some other teams, get some other people some playing time, some love, and expand the game, because that's what it's all about. 12 teams. There's 6 countries that are guaranteed to play. The other 6 teams can earn like qualifications through FIBA. So I think from what I'm understanding, it's similar to soccer or like the Premier League. Like you go in the Premier League and you go up and then down. So these like 6 teams, like J. Cole's Patriots team was locked in because they were like one of the best teams. But then the other teams towards the bottom, they can fall out. Other teams can come in and stuff. So I think that'll be interesting to see in a basketball format, because the NBA, like, if a team is bad, they're just bad, and they don't like they still get to play. But in this league, it sounds like if a team goes 0-12, they're not going to be back next season, which kind of adds a little bit more pressure. You're not going to tank. You're not going to do all that stuff. So that'll be like a fun new element. And also, I did want to point out, if you look at the map, so you'll see the teams are like scattered all over Africa, which I think is pretty cool. And like you can see the teams that qualified and the teams that were already like just going to be in, because they're like that. It was, again, like I said, different type of basketball. It was a little like sloppy compared to NBA. It was a bunch of like, somebody get a rebound, just like long pass, down court, tip, turnovers, missed shots, all that stuff. I'm sure everybody's just nervous. I'd be nervous if I was playing in the first game of a new league ever and everyone's watching it. Oh yeah, and J. Cole's my teammate. Like, yeah, I get it. I'm still gonna tune in and watch some other ones whenever I got time. And even if it's not, I don't think it'll be the same like caliber of players as the NBA, because I think what the NBA is trying to do, like another motive, is to find people to bring to America and like play in the NBA. Like I think that is one reason they wanted to start this, honestly, because it's how the NBA is. They'll be like, oh, we'll start a team here and take your best player. But I'm still gonna watch it, still enjoy it. Not everybody has to play like LeBron. So, and those guys over there are still good, still be at everybody at the YMCA and stuff. So still professional basketball players, and it's a different like style of basketball. Nobody wants to just watch one style of basketball forever. So I enjoyed it though. Last but certainly not least, I'm gonna introduce another kind of showcase kind of part to the roundup. I'm gonna have like best sneakers from the playoffs. So each round of the playoffs, I'm gonna pick like the best sneakers from like the two games, or the two teams, excuse me. So like the playing games, I'll pick like who had the best sneakers. From them, it'll be one player. I'm not gonna pick like 5 people from each team. Like, nope, I'm gonna pick whoever has dopest kicks from that series. I'm gonna post it. We're gonna showcase. I'm gonna talk about it. If it's a custom, meaning, all that stuff. Thank you if you watched the video this long. Go ahead, leave a like so I know. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. Do what you gotta do. You know what to do. Until next time, peace.